Next, the Bears are set to take on the Bucs as Chicago looks for win number 6 in their last 8 against Tampa. It's a Week 7 clash in the NFC, and it's coming your way next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drive with a touchdown if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And we get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Now Brady. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And now on the heels of the pick 6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Throwing after the interception. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
What we got? What we got? 45.
From the 39, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Check back 45. Check back 45. Watch the run. 45.
To throw is Brady.
You.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get
The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft, Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that
Touchdown.
swagger.
Allen Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. So here are the Bears now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Brady going to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
29. Alpha. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Throwing now is Brady. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Escaping the pressure right. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To the air again, Fields. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Riley Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now on first down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before half for Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Fields. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive. I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll go again to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 36 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12.
Bunch set, eyes up, bunch set.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go one more. 45, Mike, 45.
Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Brady again. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Brady, got to have this one. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Brady now to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
45,
Second down and goal. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together?
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Brady's going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Do that every time.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.